Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How you all doing this morning? It's me, Mitch. Who else did you expect? Hey, it's great to see you all. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mitch. Drink it if you got it. Ah, yes. I know the openings of this show get a little repetitive from day to day, but what else am I going to do? That's my shtick. Good to see you all. We got almost 50 people in here already. Off to a good start. Ellen is with us today. Ellen is with us today. Yes, it's going to be a party, my friends. And I'll bring her in a minute. Good to see you. Good to see you. And wow, the chat's been going absolutely nuts this morning. Nuts. Good to see it. And it is later today, 10 o'clock, and I have been to Sam's Club. And I had myself a $234 adventure this morning. And I don't know, my friends. They say we got our Social Security raise. I got the notice of it. And I think my Social Security went up about $40 a month. My lot rent here in the community went up more than that. So that took care of that raise. But the food prices, oh my God. And I went looking for the markdown meat, and there was almost nothing this morning. In fact, I don't think they had gotten it out yet. But I had to go shopping, and I had to get home and set up for this at 10 o'clock. And there was an accident evidently on I-95 north of me. The entire traffic grid between Sam's Club and my house was absolutely crippled. Gridlock. There was a point where I thought I might not even make it home by 10 o'clock, let alone have time to set up. So I went on a back roads adventure. I went about 5 miles to the west inland, went north from there, came back, and I did. I made it home. Took me about almost 30 minutes to drive home, but I got here. Good news is, I'm a quick shopper. I was out of Sam's Club by 8:30, so I finally got home at 9. If I had pulled on the I-95 or the road I normally come home on, I would still be sitting in traffic, talking to you on a cell phone, apologizing for the fact that I won't make it this morning. So, always an adventure. All it takes is one fool, one bad driver, can cripple an entire city, especially these days with the growth that we're having in this area. Let me bring Ellen in and say good morning to Ellen. There you are. Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you. How's the dog sitting going?
Hello. I look kind of blurry, or maybe my glasses are dirty.
Yeah, you're a little, well, you know, some people pay extra for that look. You go to a photographer, they put a filter in front of the lens, which kind of softens you up, hides any wrinkle. You know, this is great.
Okay.
You look
Maybe.
fabulous. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you put that in my contract.
Yeah, there you go. I could use one of those myself, you know, but
yeah. Oh well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they're Well, anyway, here I am.
Good to see you.
Blurry
Good
or
to
not.
see you.
And
Good to see
Mitch,
you.
I've replaced you.
I saw that.
Unintentional. So cheers, everyone. Hi, everyone in chat. It's good to see you.
Well, you went home.
Everyone.
You're at home now, so
Well,
I guess it's much better for you to stream from home. So you're home and took the little darling with you. So
yes, he's here. He's assisting me. He's sleeping. We won't
oh,
wake him
good.
up.
We need to
And
teach that dog to recognize 3 cues and bark. You know?
he's pretty smart. He might
He's
just be
a
able to.
terrier. He's a
A Jack Russell Terrier.
Jack Russell. They're pretty smart dogs.
Yeah, they're very smart.
Yeah, they're also very temperamental, I think, from what I heard. Not that I know a lot
Mm,
about dogs, but I
well,
heard
they're
that.
terriers, so they're kind of
Yeah.
high energy, but he's pretty good. He's pretty mellow.
Okay. Well,
So
good. And you're going to
I'm
keep
glad.
track of
Anyway, I did, but just so everyone knows, I did not replace Mitch intentionally with Santa Claus. I left my mug at the other house.
That's okay. That's okay.
Happy holidays.
No problem. You're excused. You're excused. All right. I'm going to put you upstairs.
Hey, I saw a question quick. Somebody said, Ellen, in the did anyone ever tell you you sound like Roseanne Barr? And I have to say, no one's ever told me that.
I saw somebody commented that a
I don't
week
know
or
if
so ago.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm trying to hear it in you, but
it probably depends. Now my voice is a little raspier today because I think I've got, just a little thing, but wow, yeah.
Wow, I don't see it. Anyway,
who knew?
Who knew? Yeah.
I never thought, well, we don't know how we sound, right? So
well, I do and you do because you watch replays
right
of yourself. And anytime I watch the replay, I'm pretty, I've gotten very used to how I watch a lot of myself on TV. I don't know if that's narcissism or what, but just in the execution of YouTube, you end up previewing, editing, listening to yourself. I mean, while you're editing, you have to hear everything you're saying. So I've got really used to, and it doesn't surprise me anymore. It's like seeing a picture of yourself. There's things that always look different when you look at a picture of yourself because you're used to seeing yourself in the mirror. And for some reason, yeah, that's me. But when I'm looking at a picture of myself, it looks a little different. Well, it is. It is different. You're not seeing that mirror image. So.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I got the staff prepped for you this morning. The coffee's hot. We're ready to go. The guys with the fans are there. They're ready to start fanning you. The massage therapist got everything laid out for you. And I want your job. I want your job. So there you.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. Let me see if I got anything else that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I just wanted to mention we had a surprise. It surprised me. A very lively Tuesday night live stream. Wow. Very, very lively. And let me see if I'm live on Rumble, because something happened last night and it didn't work. Yes, I am live on Rumble. They're chatting away over there. No Slow is there. Good morning from wet Raleigh, North Carolina. Rod Weeder's there. Boyd Lamb is in there. And Mike Seeley from Mike Seeley Senior's in there. And if you're looking at the Rumble chat, that WPFL email address with my little icon next to it is me. And that's the name that Rumble uses for me, because that's the account my name is in. So if you see that in the Rumble chat, you'll know who it is. Just like Ellen says Olivia. You'll know it's Ellen. All right, let me start saying good morning. I don't have a lot of announcements other than the fact that I didn't score much meat today. I did buy a 40-pound chub of 10-pound chub of 80/20 ground beef. Cost me $43. So that price has been holding a little over $4 a pound. I bought 2 big jars of pork rinds, ran out of them. I bought 4 flats of pasture-raised eggs, 1.5 dozen eggs in each. So I bought 6 dozen eggs. And the lady at the checkout said, "Who are all those eggs for?" And I said, "They're for me. I eat 5 or 6 of them a day." And she says, "Well, that sounds really healthy." I went, "Hmm?" And she said, I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Yeah, most people think bacon and eggs, and I had bacon. I bought 4 pounds of bacon. I said, most people think this is, going to kill me. It's the healthiest food on the planet." She says, "Yeah, I know. And this is a middle-aged woman. This is not a young kid. This is somebody probably in her mid-40s. And I mean, she knows me. I see her for years. I've been seeing her. We've always been like saying hi to each other. She may be a little tad on the I need to be on a diet, but not out of hand. She says, yeah, my boyfriend and I were thinking about going on like a keto diet. And I said, yeah, well, you're in the right ballpark. I said, I'm a carnivore. And I don't think she knew what that was. So I don't think she's done a lot of research yet. And I said, yeah, I don't eat any plants or vegetables. And then she comes out and says something that surprised me, coming from a civilian. And she said, yeah, plants are no good for you. We're not supposed to eat plants. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So I talked to her a little more, told her about my channel. I said, yeah, check it out. Check it out. And so that was very interesting. Something that doesn't happen to you very often when you're out there talking to the general public. And I said, maybe there is some hope. Maybe there's some hope. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought 2 boxes of the McCafe caffeinated coffee because I like the taste better than the donut shop. But I don't know why I tend to buy what's cheapest. And they had that on sale for about $30 a box this morning. So I bought a couple boxes that I had to put one away. Was running out of caffeinated regular coffee. I still have the McCafe decaf, and I like the flavor of that a little better, so I was happy about that. Got the pork rinds. I bought a couple pounds of smoked salmon and 4 pounds of bacon, and that was about it. $234. But between the 4 pounds between the 10 pounds of ground beef and the 2 boxes of coffee, I was well over $100 already. I did have to buy a big refill jar of dishwashing liquid. I know that's exciting, but that was it. Sam's Club. Okay. So much for the morning comments. Let's see who's here. Lady June, from last night. How you doing? These are the early birds. Lucy Auerbach, great show last night, Mitch. You are so knowledgeable and help so many. Thank you very much. We all come to you first and then your voice typing changed your mind. You meant to say advice and direction. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lucy. I really appreciate the confidence. Pearl Grandma came in at 1:45 a.m. Holy cow. And not to be outdone, Aunt B came in at 1:54 a.m. Susan Ivy came in at 2:28 a.m. Now, it may not have been 2:28 a.m. where these people were, but it was here. Now, in other words, if they were out in California. But she says, good morning, 1:28, so she's in probably Central Time. 1:28 a.m. and I can't sleep, so I get to say hello, fellow meat eaters. Should have said fellow insomniacs. And Peter chimed in at 3:30 in the morning. Holy cow, that guy never sleeps. Stickman's Garage chimed in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, my internal clock woke me 30 minutes ago and told me I needed to check in with Mitch's Mighty Meat Warriors. You guys. And then finally, somebody who actually probably slept couch potato at 5:26. Sandy Blythe, 5:59 a.m. in the morning here. Good morning to you, Danita Tess. Checked in chilly, 30 degrees in Wisconsin. Ellen, you must know all about that.
I do know all about that.
Yeah, she always says, I always try to chime in before work and always look forward to listening on my commute. Good. Glad to hear that. You have a good day at work. Wayne Herman is here. Good morning, Wayne. From Gaston, North Carolina. Marla's here. Marla here. Good morning to all. Have a wonderful day, she says. Cliff Medina, concise and to the point, says, hey, Mitch. Good to see you, Cliff. Mike Seeley from Tampa Bay. How you doing, Mike? There's another Mike over there in Tampa that was in the stream last night. Tampa must have a lot of mics in it. Juan Manuel from Chile. Good morning, Juan. How are you, my friend? Good to see you this morning. And Jeff Streslak is here, and we are now up to a 7:15. Let's see if we can get to at least where the stream started. Charger Mopar. Rick, good morning to you. How you doing? Good to see you. And Ellen chimed in. 12 days till Christmas. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I guess this is the season of the parties. Hang in there, guys. Tough it out. Pack those Ziploc bags full of hamburgers and bacon and hard-boiled eggs and cold steak or whatever else you can throw in there. Make sure they weigh about a pound or two so you can... and if somebody says, what are you doing eating out of a bag? This is a party. You know, tell them, doctor's orders or something like that. Make up some excuse so they go away. Kevin... And there was a string of comments from Ellen there saying hi to virtually everybody. Kevin Declan, good morning. How you doing? And let's see, Father Pete, Mike Seeley Sr.'s here from Melbourne, Florida. It's a gorgeous day here, but a cold front coming through today, this afternoon. Tomorrow morning will be cold. I'll be out here all bundled up. I am wearing shorts. Shorts, my friends. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt and no knit cap out here. It is like 70. It was 70 degrees this morning when I got out here. Incredible. Incredible. And there was one thing I wanted to do. I want to thank Mark C. Before the stream started, about a half an hour, I got a coffee. He bought me a coffee.
Oh, that was nice.
That was so nice. And maybe, Ellen, if you wouldn't mind, throw the link in there. So if anybody feels the burning desire to say, thank you, Mitch, we appreciate all this that you do for us in the morning. I'm not going to say, no, I like coffee. I like coffee. And let me see if I can see that if there was a message. I know there was, but I want to make sure I get it right. Mark C. says, thank you for showing me how to get off the struggle bus. That's why we're here, Mark. That's the thing. So if you do have questions, make sure you put them in the chat. And especially questions about some of the things you're struggling with. Maybe we can all come up with a way to help you. That's why we're here in the morning. And to take a daily delve into my fascinating life of pretty much doing nothing but shopping and YouTubing. Who is this here? This is Kitchen Witch Tanya. See, I'll never forget Tanya's name again. Never. Morning from rainy PA. Gotta make the schnitzels today, but still be listening. Well, good. Good. Use pork rind crumbs. Maybe you can actually eat them. Dip them in egg, fry them in pork rind crumbs. I had the best fried cod, wild-caught cod last night for dinner. I must have eaten 1.5 pounds of it. I ate so much. I was so good. I put a ton of bacon grease in my frying pan. I heated it up to about 375 degrees, which I could read with my little handheld infrared thermometer that I got off my Amazon links. So if you need any of the gadgets I use, go there. You see how I sneakily inject those shameless plugs in there, but it really helps when you're frying things to know the temperature of the grease. You're not going to burn it. It's not going to smoke. It's not going to be too cold. When you fry things in grease that's too cold, the grease just soaks in. When it's the right temperature and you pull it out of the grease and let it cool, it's not greasy at all. And that, with the pork rind crumb and an egg batter, God, was it good. And I hadn't had it in quite a while. It is so good. I don't overdo it with that. Maybe once a month. Between that and my salmon cakes and an occasional sardine or anchovy omelet.
Oh, that sounds...
I very rarely eat a lot of fish. I do eat salmon. I do eat smoked salmon a lot. I really like it. I like to eat it like an hors d'oeuvre on a pork rind. because I used to like to eat it on crackers, and a pork rind is the new carnivore cracker. Tom, good to see you. Tom from Tampa, Florida, Viking 442. Good morning to you. Patty Molding's here. Good morning, and we are up to 8:31 now. So the stream has officially started. Dixie Scott is here. How you doing, Dixie? Good morning to you. And I think we got about 13 people over in Rumble. We got 115 or 20 people in here. I don't know if I get a better turnout when I'm earlier, but I'll let you know as we get towards the end of the stream. It seems like we always start to climb. A lot of people chime in. Maybe because that's when I'm answering the questions and they get bored with me just saying hi to people. Could be. They might say, well, I'll chime in and I'll log in and see him after he gets done with that. But I'm looking for questions. Ellen, has anybody asked a question yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I'll see if I'll do this a little while longer, and then I'll run down and see if I get to them. And if not, we got plenty of time yet this morning. We've been at this for 20 minutes. I got all my announcements out of the way. I said hi to all the early birds. Told about my Sam's Club adventure. William McCartney's here. Good morning to you, Joseph Stevens. Good on you, early birds, he says. Feels so fine to be here. Good to see you. Wanda Gerling's here. Good morning, Wanda. And Tina. Hiya, Tina. Good to see you. It looks like Turmir's here. Tuka. Good morning, Tuka. Says, hello, boss. Thank you. Thank you for that. And he said hi to you, Gina Cav. Gina Cav is here. And Stickman's Garage was impatient this morning. And this reminds me of kids in the backseat of the car going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? He says, has the meeting started? When does it start? I want it to start. Does it start soon? I hope it starts soon. That's funny, my friend. That's funny. Thank you, my friend. And Stephanie Duveau is here. And interestingly enough, 2 chats down, we have Richard Williams. Stephanie Duveau and Richard Williams have a lot in common. Google has doubled the last name in their email address. Cool. And what are the odds that they would appear in the same chat, only 2 chats apart, both of them surrounding Rick from Miami Charger, Mopar, quack time coming soon. Good to see you, Rick. How you doing this morning? And Rhonda. Is it Rhonda or Marcia? God, oh no.
Which?
Chessie.
Chessie.
Marcia. Yes, Marcia's Adventures. God, all these names. Trying to keep them straight. Good to see you. Good to see you, Marcia. That's right. How could I mistake that? Good morning, everyone from Chile, Pennsylvania. Yes, and we have Mark Whistler's here. Hi, Mark. Morning, everyone, he says. That's great to have you here this morning. Lori. Hi, Lori. How you doing? Says good morning to me and everyone. It's getting brighter out here and harder for me to read. Let me brighten up my screen just a little bit more. It's very hard to read the dark green names of the channel members. Meatitudes, but when I put it up on the screen and it's in white, I could read it. Sometimes I have to almost guess at it until I show it on the screen. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning. And CB. Hey, CB. Sheriff, how you doing? And Helen, Hot Stuff's here. Hiya, Helen. And Bill Cook is here. Oh, chat open. Good morning, all. Yes, it is. And we have Greg Smith. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Greg's out on the road, I guess. Don't know where you are this morning. And thank you so much, Lizzie, for a little good morning super chat. Appreciate that. Very nice of you. Aaron, Booby Goats, how you doing? Good to see you. Your mom is here. Good morning. Becoming a regular. Hope you keep it up. Great to see you. Lori's Carnivore Story. And your phone is that your phone ringing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll mute.
Okay, okay. And the Furl Grandma's here, and here's another one. Your mom. Thank you so much, your mom. $2 super chat, super sticker. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Paul McGrogan. Still just saying hi and looking for the first questions. I think I said hi to most of these people already. Danny in Boston's here. Good morning. Bryce Hatch. Good morning from sunny Arizona. Love the channel. Thank you, Bryce. I don't recall seeing you in here before, but welcome. Welcome, Jason M. Good morning to you. Eric C. Good in Denver, cold and dry. Coffee's coming up. Good deal. Good deal. Nikki W. Look at all the people. Look at all the people. Bill Cook says, is my brother Jeff still watching? I don't know, Jeff. I don't know, Jeff. Chime in and see. Carnivore Brothers. You guys ought to make a YouTube channel. It's a Carnivore Brothers. That'd be a great name for a channel. John Logan, question for Ellen. Has anyone ever told you that you sound like Roseanne Barr? Yeah, we covered that a little earlier. That's funny. That's funny. And, oh, good for you. Your mom was gifted a membership in the private community. That happened yesterday. And I wasn't able, at the time I was in the stream by myself, and I wasn't able to go search those people out and announce who got gifted. But isn't that great? That's great. Come in Thursday night. Thursday night. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a private community live stream. There'll be a link in the chat that you can click and come into the panel with us. And then we can actually get to put a face to the name and talk to you in person. And we have a ball. We have a great time. We have a great time. Look forward to that. Or you can just watch if you'd like. Let us know that you're there in the chat. Congratulations. Claudia Burkick, how you doing? Claudia, good to see you this morning. Let's see. Who else is new? I think I said hi to DS111 already, but if I haven't, how you doing? And Terry Sue chimed in. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. Here's a question. Anyone else with carnivore dogs? That's an interesting question, Ellen. Do you, you don't have a dog of your own right now, but you have everybody else's dog, and I know you try to feed them carnivore. That'd be an interesting survey to say how many people actually feed their dog the appropriate canine diet. The PCD, not the PhD, but the PCD, the proper canine diet. How many people really do that? What do you think, Ellen?
I forgot I was muted. I was talking.
That's okay.
Mitch is ignoring me. So there are a lot. I've heard from a lot of people, you know, since I've been doing this off and on. And my dog, Scooby, who really was my dog, he was carnivore the last 2.5 years of his life and lived.
How long did he live? 17 and a half.
He was 15. I was told he had he had a mass. I was told it was some kind of deadly cancer and he was going to die. So I said, okay, well, good. We'll just go home and live it up. I started making him steak, and unfortunately, you know, I was always supplementing him with some meat, but basically I went to all meat and home cooked, and he lived for 2.5 years. Wow. So after that, and I think he just died of old age. So I don't know if they were wrong or who knows, but
it's a shame. It's a shame that people.
My new dog will definitely be that way from the start. So.
Well, get yourself a nice dog. All right, Ellen, let's see what we got here. We got something. Nobody's reminding me. Nobody is saying, hey, Mitch, where's your cigar? And I would be surprised to say, oh, no, I forgot it. So excuse me, everybody, while I light this cigar. It's not a brand new cigar.
Time to get the flowing.
Yeah, everybody dance a little bit. Enjoy the happy music. I'll be right back. There we go. All right. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I am complete now. Wasn't that a line from Star Wars? Didn't Darth Vader say that?
I don't know. I have never seen Star Wars.
Oh my God! Don't get
Yeah,
let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
The chat will fill up in a hot New York second. All right, so your mom is a member of the private community. Great, welcome to you. And I'm looking for questions, and if I don't find, why don't you tell me what the next question is so I can get started on it?
Sure. Helen Hot Stuff says, hello, Mitch. In the plant-based world, there is lots of talk about detoxing. Oh, I like this question, I think. Is that a thing one might experience in the early days, weeks on carnivore? I have had a few breakouts, week 3.
I can answer that question very quickly.
Yeah,
very quickly and dispatch it with one word. With one word. It only takes one word. Bullshit. Is that 2 words or 1 word?
I think it depends on who you consult.
Okay, well, let's consider it 1 word and say bullshit. There is no such thing or no way for a human being to do anything to detoxify their body. Period. It is all marketing, crap, propaganda, witchcraft, hoodoo, and voodoo science. I'm not the first person, and there are many people who are scientifically much more knowledgeable, professionals, especially some of them in this space that I really respect. And the consensus among everybody is that is snake oil salesmanship at its finest. Eat meat. Stay away from plants. There is nothing in a plant that's going to do anything but poison you. So all of these people that are buying all this expensive detox crap are poisoning themselves and paying a high price for it. That's my opinion. It says on my shirt, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. So that's the answer to that one. And I don't think it even requires any more explanation than that. All right, Ellen, what else we got?
Okay. Cheryl Cobbett asks, Mitch, do you sous vide ham?
I don't eat ham. About the only time I ever eat ham is on Thanksgiving, because ham is sugar cured worse than bacon. I mean, it's always got a sweet flavor, and I don't eat a whole lot of pork anyway, and I wouldn't go out of my way if it ain't bacon or ribs. I'm not eating pork anymore. I don't eat pork chops. I don't eat pork tenderloins. I don't eat the leaner cuts of pork. I go for the fattier cuts of pork, and primarily for the fat, because the fat is great. So bacon not only is like meat candy, but you get some tremendous nutrition. It's full of potassium. God, a slice of this Wright's bacon that I eat has like 90 or 100 milligrams of potassium. It's fabulous. And bacon and eggs, to me, is the reason I eat it every day, is because you'd be hard pressed to find a more nutritious meal than bacon and eggs, unless you're eating like steak. And even then, I think that you're going to get most everything you need. So I try to eat bacon, eggs, and beef at least 5 to 6 days a week. And on the other 1 or 2 days, I might go for a little variety and add in fish or pork or ribs or chicken, maybe chicken thighs or wings or something like that. But what was tell me the question again? I know I got off.
Do you sous vide ham?
Oh, sous vide ham. No, so I don't eat ham, so no, the answer is no, I don't sous vide ham. I imagine you probably could, but I would not have any idea of the timing or the proper temperature, so I would look that up.
Okay.
All right.
Ready for another one?
Another one. Always, always.
Okay. Jack Smith asks, Mitch, I'm trying so hard to get rid of my gut, but no success as of yet. I need advice on how to do it. Eggs, bacon, cheese, fish, and all I drink is water, unsweetened tea, and one Celsius drink.
One what drink?
Celsius drink. Maybe that's a name brand of some kind of a drink. I'm not up on all.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Does it come in a can? Does it have crap and sugar in it or sweetener or any of that other stuff?
No idea. Maybe someone in the chat.
I don't know enough about you to give you advice on that. I don't know how old you are, how much you weigh, how old, where your fat's deposited, whether it's visceral fat, subcutaneous fat. I don't know how true to carnivore you are. I don't know if you're losing weight but not losing your gut. There's so many things that I would have to know to give you advice, but the best advice I can give you is clean it up. Just try to do the cleanest. Why do we always have to have lawn mowing adventures? Do they need to mow the lawn every day now? They're mowing across the street today. You probably can't hear it, but I can. And sirens, we now have sirens. Sirens and lawnmowers. I love it. I love it. And anyway, back to your question. If you follow this and just do pure carnivore, clean. I hate to use the term beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, but, because I don't think it hurts. I think adding fish and adding chicken and things is not going to make it worse. And stick to it. Give it 30, 60 days. And again, I don't know how much weight you have to lose. I don't know if you weigh 400 pounds, 200 pounds, or you only you're only trying to get rid of that last 10 pounds. But the only advice I can give you, there is no way to lose specific fat on your body. You can't say, well, I don't want to lose this fat, I only want to lose that fat. It doesn't work that way. Contrary to what all these exercise gurus tell you, well, if you want to reduce belly fat, you got to do more sit-ups. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. All that does is strengthen the muscles underneath the fat. That's it. You cannot spot reduce. There's, again, no shortage of scams and frauds and machines and gadgets and things for you to buy where they claim you can spot reduce. And then there's Sono Bello, who advertises every morning on my local news, that wants to tell you to come to them and they can suck the fat out. I got news for you. You get the fat sucked out and see what happens. Your body wants to have a certain amount of fat. You suck some of it out, it's going to put it back. Isn't that right, Ellen? It's going to put it back. And it may not put it back in a place that you like better than where it was.
Yes. And now they're freezing it off. You can go have full sculpting done.
Yes, all this crap so you don't have to eat healthy. And that just encourages the continuation of eating the crap that caused the problem in the first place. Just eat the right food. It is the answer to every health problem we have, except maybe car accidents. And even some of them are probably caused by people eating when they should be driving, because they're always eating. They go through the drive-in, they're so busy with a hamburger dripping shit all over them, and they're trying to drive and talk on their cell phone and eat a hamburger at the same time, and they smash into somebody else and kill them. Just the diet. I got a text here. Who did I get a text to? Oh, my son is supposed to come over here at noon. That's why I'm looking, and help me with a little plumbing leak I need to fix, and it's under my house. So I need to crawl under my house and repair this, because I'm not going to pay a plumber $1,000 to do something that'll take me 5-10 minutes. But I never crawl under my house when there's nobody out there, lest I get stuck. So he's supposed to be here at noon today, and he says every road to you is standstill traffic. 95 is closed. No shit, Mike. So let me text him back and say,
Hey.
Hold on a second. I need to let him know.
Okay.
Let's just do it another day, comma. I was stuck in that traffic myself this morning. And that'll let me off the hook, because it's been a busy day for me too. And I can live with it. So, Terry Sue, what is this I see? Says, Mitch is more rustic, like an ashtray. We need that flower. This thing? My bird of my phony, plastic, dusty, aged, sun damaged from being out in the sun, bird of paradise that I've had for I got this in 2004. I've had it for 20 years. 20 years I've had this thing. Unbelievable. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Up. Another text. Let's see what my son says. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. He says, okay, sorry. I will say, don't be sorry, comma. Not your fault. I always let everybody off the hook. If something happens and they have to, he knows that. At any rate, we don't need to get into that here. We still got time, Ellen. We're doing great. No, we don't have time. Yes, we do have time. I'm sorry. I forgot we started at 10, not 8:30. And I'm looking at the clock and it says almost quarter till. And I'm saying, oh, wow, are we really over? But we're not. But we're not.
No, that's right. We're on the hour today.
Yes, and now that I don't have to deal with my plumbing problem, I have some time for overtime if we get a lot of questions and we can get through them. So I'm just going to continue to say hi to.
We had a super chat earlier from Lizzie.
Yeah, I already recognized those, found those. There was two of them, a super chat and a super sticker. Your mom gave me a little super sticker too, so appreciate that. And I'm looking in the chat. Lewis L. from New York City is here. How you doing? How you doing, Lewis?
You did.
Good to see you. And I'm looking while you read me the next question. Here I see Helen Hot Stuff is plant-based world. Yes, that was the one I just answered.
Okay. Sherry Morgan asks.
Sherry, how you doing, sweetie? Glad you're here. Good to see you. You're one of the reasons I do this later on Wednesday, so that you can, you can get up. I'm glad to see you're here. Glad to see you're here.
You are special, Sherry, and I am very glad to see you, Sherry. Do you know of any carnivores that have SIBO or H. pylori infection, who have cured it without doing a medical intervention? Thank you.
I don't know any personally. I don't know a lot of people personally. In fact, I have no friends except you guys anymore. I really don't have any friends. I have my children and I have this community, and that's my circle. That's my life. So I don't know anybody. I do know that there are probably a lot of videos on the subject that you can find, Sherry. If you know how to find videos on YouTube. You just type it in the chat on YouTube, not Google, but on the YouTube window. There's a search bar. Just type it in the search bar, and if you know a particular influencer, like if you want to see if Ken Berry has a video on SIBO, you just basically say Ken Berry space SIBO, and you'll get a video, or H. pylori or any other medical. It's almost like WebMD on YouTube. You can type the name of any disease. The problem is half the shit you're going to see is wrong, and half the shit is going to be right, and then you have to decide. I guess that's true in anything. You have to decide who's believable and who isn't, and who can back up what they say. Good thing about Ken is that at least he puts references in his description to studies and lets you know where he got this information. to back up what he's saying, and I haven't heard him say anything blatantly wrong for any reason. So I trust his channel. But no, I wish I could help you with that. Wish I could help you with that. Thanks for the question, and good to see you. Good to see you. Here's a question that I found. Ellen, did you see this one from DS111? Was that the next one you were going to give me?
You can go ahead with that one. Yes.
Okay. When you bake something, do you think shielding the meat from the foil is necessary, like with parchment paper? Someone said parchment paper has a coating of something. Yes, it's always something. I don't care what you do, there's going to be somebody that's going to tell you, I wouldn't do that. I don't worry about crap like that. First of all, I don't bake. Hardly ever. So I don't worry about that. About the only time I use foil is when I'm making ribs. And I generally I have a cooling rack, a metal cooling rack, and I generally take a half sheet pan, line it with foil just to catch the drippings, put the cooling rack on it, and set the ribs up on the cooling rack, and they cook better all around, and it drips down into what drips off of them drips down into the foil. So the food doesn't touch the foil. There is no food that I cook ever that actually touches foil while it's cooking. So that's a non-issue for me. But I would say, if you want to, if you're the kind of person that wants to make food and heat it in foil, I would say, if you don't do it every day, twice a day, and 3 times on Sunday, I wouldn't worry about it. We have the mechanisms in our body to detoxify. And heavy metal poisoning, or I don't know if they consider aluminum a heavy metal, but we can probably get rid of the tiniest little bit of that, and it's like drinking water out of plastic bottles. If you don't make a 5 bottle a day habit out of drinking water that's been sitting in your car and heated up to 130 degrees in a plastic bottle, I wouldn't worry about these things. I don't worry about them. There may be something. As far as, parchment paper has a coating too. Who cares? Come on now. How often are you going to do something in parchment paper? We cannot live, and you know this, we can't live in a hazmat suit and not expose ourselves to those things that we're supposed to have immunity against and systems to remove from our bodies. So I wouldn't worry about it. I honestly wouldn't worry about that. But I've heard people go up in arms about it. Well, those kind of people go up in arms about everything. I can't listen to that crap. I need to uncomplicate things, not find more things to obsess over. Hope that answers that for you. I see Sherry, Rottweilers forever. Ellen, another doggy person. I'm scared to death of Christmas cookies as well. Sherry, as well you should be. As well you should be. Oh, ka-ching, it went ka-ching. Holy cow. Holy cow. Boyd Lamb, thank you so much. Boyd Lamb bought me 3 coffees. He says, morning, Mitch. Thank you, Boyd. And I saw that Mona C. also bought me a coffee. I missed that one earlier. Thank you for showing me how to get off the struggle bus. Oh, Mona C. I thought that was from Mark C. That was from Mona C. I'm sorry. I gave credit to the wrong person. I looked at it, glanced at it, and I saw it started with M, had a C on the end, and I said it was Mark C. It was not. I said, thanks, Mark. Holy cow, I need to edit that thank you. I need to delete that thank you. Oh, wow, did I embarrass myself? Holy cow. Oh, that was terrible. I hate to do that. Mona C., thank you. Leave a reply. Sorry.
That happens.
Thanks. Mona. I misread your name. I'm so embarrassed by that.
Gregory Smith. Ka-ching. Gregory Smith, you are in Wisconsin, I think, or coming to Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe you guys can have lunch or something in a
I
at a
know.
barbecue place.
Greg, I'll get my email address from Mitch.
And Sherry Morgan bought me 4 coffees, or bought us 4. Here's a little pocket change for you and Ellen.
Oh.
Our Carnivore Howard Stern show. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I love it. 130 people in here. Thank you so much, Sherry.
Oh, thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very, very nice of you.
So
and of course, all the usual ads from Sam's Club and Amazon and everybody telling me what I need to buy for Christmas. Okay, next question if you have one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ask it if you got it. There you go.
That's good. Why do they, Lizzie asks, why do they tell me kidneys can't handle a carnivore diet? By we, I assume, well, you can interpret that how you wish. Well, why do they?
They, yeah, who are they? Are they the same people that tell you that red meat causes diabetes?
Probably.
Are they the best? Are they the same people that tell you that you need to be a vegan? That meat and saturated fat clog your arteries? Of course they are. They are those people. They are wrong. They're wrong. And, unfortunately, I'll tell you what damages your kidneys. Can I tell you what damaged my kidneys is oxalates. There are no oxalates in meat or protein. There are oxalates in plants. My kidneys got damaged, okay? My kidneys, I suffer from not anything life-threatening and all, and not anything but my kidneys are not functioning 100% because of the amount of oxalates I ate in my lifetime, thinking that they were superfoods. Spinach, chocolate, almonds, and so many other plant foods. I had 8 kidney stones. That damaged my kidneys. Eating the red meat and stopping all that oxalation has gotten rid of those oxalates. It's gotten rid of all but 3 of the kidney stones that I have. 1 big one and 2 tiny ones left. And it has improved my kidney function. Exactly the opposite of what they're saying. Eat the ancestral diet. Your body evolved on that and works best on that food. Stop listening to people that are telling you to eat anything other than an ancestrally appropriate diet, or people that are telling you that any ancestrally appropriate diet is going to destroy your organs. And then if you don't believe me, start looking it up on YouTube. Go listen to Ken Berry talk about, and even some nephrologists on there talking about the fact that it's hard to reverse kidney failure. But people, at least on carnivore, have seen a drop back a stage to go from stage 4 to stage 3 or stage 3 to stage 2. And in rare occurrence, it actually completely heals. Liver, on the other hand, is an organ that rebuilds and heals quickly, but not the kidneys. So I don't think there's anything to it. I'm betting my life on it because I did have a little bit of early kidney failure, not anything, because of eating plants. So I'm pretty adamant about that point, but I hope that answers that question for you. Just don't believe the propaganda. They just want you to buy something, or they have a different motive. But God, the amount of misinformation and deadly and damaging advice out there is overwhelming. I don't know how anybody stands a chance unless they want to become a researcher and really try to learn this stuff. And then who do you believe? It's a conundrum. Okay, I hope that answered that one. Ellen, what else you got?
Okay, Sherry Morgan, I like this one. Since you mentioned carnivore makes you feel like a man in his 30s, do you identify as a millennial?
No, I'm sorry. No. No, nor do I want to. Nor do I want to identify as a millennial. Not the millennials that we have these days. Because if I identified as a millennial, I would be a little confused about my sexual orientation. I would be questioning whether I'm really a woman in a man's body, or a tree in a man's body, or maybe something else in a man's body. I would be confused. I'd be confused. And I'm not confused. I come from a generation where, men were men, women were women, and there's your choice, my friend. There's your choice. When it says sex on an application, you have two choices, M or F. You didn't have QWERT, alphabet, ABC, plus, minus, and percentage point. You didn't have that many choices. That's the generation I come from. Proud of it. Common sense, sanity, and hopefully we can get back to that in this country. Hopefully we can get back to that. That's my answer, Sherry. But I still feel like a 30-year-old, health-wise. It's incredible. And thank you for the coffees. You're a sweetheart. And what are you up to, day 110 now or something of your handstand? I don't know how you do that. It marvel. Every time I see you extending out from that pole like a flag, I say, how the hell does she do that? She's a tiny little girl. God, look at that. Incredible. That would kill me. That would kill me. Okay, see, Peter is preaching all over the place this morning. I hope you're giving good advice there, Peter. Oh, here's the one that says, do I sous vide ham? Okay, I am so far behind here, Ellen. Holy cow, I'm way back. I'm a half an hour behind in the chat here. So give me another question. Do we have one? Unmute yourself.
I was muted because I was getting another phone call. I'm so important. All my lines are ringing.
I know. Probably more people want to steal you away from me to watch their dog or practice nursing assistance on you.
I don't have another question. Let me just double check here quick. And you know what? I should check on Rumble. I've been neglecting those poor people over there.
No questions on Rumble.
Oh, you checked. Okay.
Yeah, I just checked. But no, it's okay because we're at almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but we have another super chat. Did you see that from Observer?
No. Let me. Oh, and I see.
Oh, and I do see another question too.
Yeah, and No Slow, I see this just came across. It says member for 3 months. Good for you. Good for you. And I hope you enjoy that. We have a ball. There aren't a ton of us, but we're a lively and dedicated little crew. That's for damn sure. So let me see if I can find that super chat. That should. I'm going to just scroll past because there's no way I can read all this right now. But I'm glad you found those questions. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Where is it? Holy cow! It just keeps going on and on and on. I got the chattiest group of viewers on YouTube here. The chattiest. Well, I've noticed one thing.
What?
That the longest answers to any chat and the most prolific come from Peter. And Peter started this one out. Your mom, if you're like me and Mitch and many of us that are hardcore long-term sugar carb addicts, it's, I won't say anymore. But Peter, you have mastered the art of voice typing, or else you are the fastest typist in the world. I'm telling you, man. Here's the one from Sherry. So I got that far. So that super chat came in after that, did it? There it is. There it is. Thank you, Observer. Great community. So much knowledge and love here. Yes, there is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And obviously you're in Canada. So welcome. Welcome. Good to see you up there. I wish I could ship you a little of this warm weather that we have today. However, tomorrow morning they're going to have 30s in Central Florida. We'll be lucky here if I get, because they're close to the coast here, it's generally a little warmer, but the weather forecast this morning said 50 here in the morning, which is not bad. I mean, that's not undoable for me. That's not snowsuit weather, but it is a heavy sweatshirt, a knit cap, and like that. So that takes, we're still going. We made it to 11 o'clock and everybody's still chatting, and there's 130 people in here. Holy cow. Thank you so much for that super chat. And let's see. Greg Smith bought me a coffee. El Rey del Mundo, he says. Our fearless leader. El Rey del Mundo means the king of the world. It's also one of my favorite cigars. Speaking of cigars, a brief musical interlude. Ah, yes. Okay. So, my friends, I'm still trying to get to the bottom of the chat here. Wow. It just, there it is. Your mom, the last one I see. Papa, you need to at least 12 hours slow, depending on the size. I don't know what the world they're talking about. And Sandy Blythe tells people, hit the like button. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you. Although I don't dwell on it, or even half the time don't even notice it. Certainly don't ask you to do it. Grace Filoli didn't say hi to you this morning. Observer says, I was a hardcore sugar addict. It was definitely going to kill me. Yes, it's killing all of us. It's killing all of us. Sherry's giving out recipes. Good for you, Sherry. Good for you. Peter actually asked a question. Anyone know how long to slow cook a brisket in a slow cooker? I would go at least, same thing as a chuck roast, Peter. I would use the same numbers. I'd probably go on low, maybe 8 hours, 7, 8, 9 hours. That's how I would do it. Here's another question that we missed. Jack Smith says, can you eat too much bacon in a day?
Oh, no, I have that one, yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. My answer is there is no such thing as too much bacon. That's my answer. Now, there's a lot of people that would disagree with me, but I think that answer is valid, and here's why. You may set out to eat 2 pounds of bacon, but you're not going to be able to do it. Satiety will stop you long before you eat that much bacon because of the fat. And if you're a fat-adapted carnivore, you don't need to decide how much food you're going to eat. You need to just listen to the signals you're getting. Hunger and satiety. So you may set out to eat a huge amount of bacon, but before you could eat too much, the leptin will flow and your body will say, I can't eat another bite of this stuff. It'll stop tasting good to you. You won't want to eat any more of it. And you'll stop. And that's a great thing. And that happens with meat and fat. Unfortunately, carbohydrates do not have the same effect. Carbohydrates, if anything, ramp up hunger. And we've talked about, I'm not going to get into it now, we've talked about the evolutionary and survival reasons for that, considering carbs are survival food. So we treat the two different types of macros entirely different. Our body has different hormonal responses to protein and fat than it does to sugar. And it's those hormonal responses, especially insulin, that are the root of the addictions and all the problems. So, no, eat bacon. My answer to that is, if I eat a half a pound of bacon, by the time I get done to half a pound, then 5 or 6 eggs, I'm done. I don't want to eat anything else. Good question, though. Okay, that was the end, and they're still chatting away. Sherry says, here you go, here's an answer to that. I pressure cook my ribeyes. Really? You cook ribeyes? Pressure cook ribeyes for 3 pounds for 4 hours. Okay, this in Topo Chico. So that's a different, we're not talking about brisket anymore. All right, my friends. Ellen, have you got anything else? Let me bring you back in here.
There's one more comment, I guess, from Greg Smith.
Okay.
That I can add. He says, Mitch, I guess you haven't had a country ham yet. They are salt cured, no sugar, mostly found in the South. This was when you were talking about the ham.
Oh no, I haven't. Do they? So they don't have that. They don't have that sweet flavor, like a regular pink cured ham does. I'll have to see. I doubt that they have them at Sam's Club, but they may have them at Costco, or they certainly have things like that at Publix. If I happen to see one, I'll maybe get a little small bit of it and see if I like it. But I'm not really looking to broaden my variety of foods. I have almost too large a variety of foods to keep track of now, believe it or not. I keep eliminating things from the menu the longer I do this. I don't know, that it seems to be what happens to most people. The longer they stay doing this, the more they begin to just focus on a few foods and make it really simple. So that's basically what I've been doing lately. But I like a little something different for a treat now and then. And I keep getting notifications, and I keep looking to make sure I can acknowledge anybody that did something nice. But these last couple notifications were just people vying for my attention, trying to sell me something. So enough of that. I think we're over time. I think
we are.
we should go away now and come back tomorrow morning.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I guess so. I guess it's time.
I still have coffee, and it's still hot. Thank you, Francine Bourgeois.
Thank you, Francine. Thank you, everyone in chat. Great discussion, great comments, as always. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ellen. Always appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That leaves me, the bird of paradise plant, some hot coffee. Yes, a little happy music, a fine cigar, and about a minute or two to let you say goodbye to each other in the chat before we disappear. So do that while I relight my cigar, and I'll turn the music up a little bit for you. There you go. Anyway, thank you, my friends. Thank all of you for coming today. Thank you for the super chats, for the coffees. Very generous of you. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. So with that, I'll end with the famous last words. And I think the music's about to end. Now, a couple of seconds. Let's go for show business at its finest here, and we'll let the music end. Here it comes. Yes, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.